Hello and welcome back to Immortal News. In today's video, we'll be sharing an important update about individuals from the celebrity world who have passed away today, July 23rd, and in recent days. We have special tributes to honor them. Later in the broadcast, we'll also bring you health updates regarding Jamie Foxx and Amy Dowden. We kindly ask that before we move ahead, you show your support by liking this video. Thank you, and please stay tuned. Number 11. Ron Sexton, a laughing legacy in comedy and radio. Comedian Ron Sexton, renowned for his character Donnie Baker on The Bob and Tom Show, left us at the young age of 52. Known by his most famous character name to most, but cherished as Ron and Dad to his family, Sexton passed away on July 14, 2023, while touring in Ohio with his stand-up comedy show. Born and raised in Indianapolis, Sexton was an ardent lover of comedy and baseball from an early age. His stint as a baseball commentator at Franklin Central High School's radio station marked the onset of his illustrious career in radio and comedy. His creation, Donnie Baker, a regular on The Bob and Tom Show since 2005, along with other characters like Floyd the Trucker and Kenny Tarmac, etched a special place in the hearts of listeners. His comedic anecdotes and punchlines, especially the ones about the boat he seemingly had perennially for sale, garnered enormous love and respect. During his tenure of over 20 years with The Bob and Tom Show, Sexton not only tickled funny bones, but also made a profound impact with his multifaceted talent. His colleagues remember him with utmost fondness and gratitude, with host Tom Griswold expressing that Ron was a much-loved colleague and friend, and we will miss him greatly. His legacy of laughter, shared stories, and warm camaraderie will continue to echo through the corridors of radio and comedy. His immense contribution to the genre will always be remembered. Tributes to Ron Sexton. Number 10. Richard Barancik, the last guardian of cultural heritage. Richard Barancik, the final surviving member of the distinguished Monuments Men and Women from World War II, passed away at the age of 98 on July 14, 2023 in Chicago. An Army private first class during the war, Barancik served in England and France, later volunteering for the Monuments Men, whose mission was to track down and protect millions of pieces of European artwork and cultural treasures looted by Nazi Germany. This valorous operation comprised roughly 350 individuals, including curators, scholars, historians, and artists, who together managed to preserve a significant part of the cultural heritage of Europe. For his exemplary service, Barancik was awarded the Congressional Gold Medal in 2015. Despite the accolade, he always exhibited humility, often expressing surprise at the attention his role received. Beyond his wartime contributions, Barancik was a notable figure in the architectural field, running his own firm, Barancik, Conte & Associates, which greatly influenced American architecture through the design of private homes, office towers, and other structures. Born on October 19, 1924 in Chicago, Barancik is survived by his 3 daughters, 2 sons, 4 grandchildren, and 3 great-grandchildren. He leaves a lasting legacy, embodying an unwavering commitment to preserving history, culture, and the arts, a testament to the belief that some treasures are worth risking everything to protect. Tributes to Richard Barancik. Number 9. Cheri, a pioneer of same-sex parenthood and advocate for health equity. Cheri, a trailblazer in public health and lesbian parenthood, passed away on July 4, 2023, at her home in Berkeley, California. She was 73 years old. The cause was cancer, as disclosed by her wife, Melina Linder. Pies made a significant mark with her groundbreaking 1985 book, Considering Parenthood, a workbook for lesbians, known as a pivotal guide during the gay boom of the 1980s and beyond. This book opened the door for countless other works on LGBTQ parenthood, shaping the way for same-sex couples mulling over parenthood. Her impact was felt throughout the LGBTQ community and reverberated in the cultural shift towards acceptance of same-sex parenthood. Beyond her authorship, Pais was an influential researcher and professor at the University of California, Berkeley School of Public Health. Her significant work addressed the effects of economic and racial inequality on generational health. She established the Best Babies Zone initiative, aimed at improving health conditions in economically challenged neighborhoods. Born on November 26, 1949 in Los Angeles, Pais was passionate about healthcare from a young age. She carried this passion through her years of academia and activism, influencing public health, same-sex parenthood, and the fight against structural racism. Cheri Pais' legacy as a pioneer and advocate for social justice will endure through her valuable contributions to public health and the LGBTQ community. Her life's work laid a foundation that will continue to guide and inspire future generations. Tributes to Cheri Pais. Number 8. Vince Hill, a velvety voice that charmed generations. Vince Hill, a cherished British singer celebrated for his 1967 hit Edelweiss, has passed away peacefully on July 21st at his home in Henley-on-Thames at the age of 89. Born in Holbrooks, Coventry, Hill found his passion for singing after winning a talent contest at 15. However, it wasn't until his debut single The Rivers Run Dry in 1962 that Hill gained attention from bigger labels. Signing with EMI's Columbia label in 1965, Hill continued his journey in the music industry, producing a plethora of hits. His cover version of Edelweiss from the 1959 Rodgers and Hammerstein musical The Sound of Music reached number 2 on the UK charts, where it remained for 17 weeks. This success led to top billings at prestigious London theaters, further elevating his status in the industry. Over a career spanning 6 decades, Hill released 25 studio albums, recorded movie theme songs, and performed at international venues like the Sydney Opera House. Despite his move from Coventry, Hill never forgot his roots, often inquiring about Coventry City. Throughout his life, Hill faced personal losses, with the passing of his wife Annie in 2016 and his son Athol in 2014. Yet he remained a beloved figure in the music industry, leaving a legacy filled with memorable songs and an unforgettable voice. Tributes to Vince Hill. Number 7. Ann Clwyd, a trailblazing voice in journalism and politics. Ann Clwyd, a former Member of Parliament and a respected journalist, died peacefully at her home in Cardiff, Wales on July 21, 2023, at the age of 86. Born in Flintshire, Clwyd was educated at Holywell Grammar School and the Queen's School, Chester, and later graduated from the University of Wales, Bangor. Her early career included teaching and a notable stint at BBC Wales before becoming the Welsh correspondent for The Guardian and Observer newspapers. A long-time member of the Labour Party, Clwyd served the Cynon Valley constituency for over 3 decades, eventually becoming the oldest woman to sit in the House of Commons. From 1979 to 1984, she was the member of the European Parliament for Mid and West Wales, and she also held the post of Special Envoy on Human Rights in Iraq, an appointment by Tony Blair. Throughout her career, Clwyd earned the reputation of being a fearless campaigner and a trailblazer for female politicians, as reflected in the tributes that flooded in upon the news of her death. A strong advocate for human rights and dedicated public servant, Clwyd's legacy in journalism and politics will continue to inspire future generations. Tributes to Ann Clwyd. Number 6. Mike Ivie, a promising career met with challenges. Former number 1 overall pick in the 1970 Major League Baseball draft, Mike Ivie, passed away on July 21st at home in North Augusta, South Carolina, at the age of 70. Ivie, who began his career with the San Diego Padres as a promising young catcher, was forced to transition to first base due to a mental block about throwing the ball to the pitcher. Upon being drafted, the Padres had high hopes for Ivie, expecting him to hold the catching position for a decade. However, the psychological impact of his throwing yips, coupled with maturity issues and a preference for hitting, saw Ivie's time as a catcher limited to just 5 starts in his 11-season career. Ivie's career, while not fulfilling the initial expectations, was marked with its own successes. He led the Padres in hitting with a .291 average in 1976, and in his final season with San Diego, he tied with Hall of Fame outfielder Dave Winfield for team honors with 29 doubles. Despite the challenges he faced, Ivie's time in the major leagues, which ended with the Detroit Tigers in 1983, demonstrated a career filled with talent and resilience. He will be remembered for his contributions to the game of baseball. Tributes to Mike Ivie. Number 5. James B. Zagel, a stern force against corruption in the courtroom. James B. Zagel, a federal judge known for sentencing the former Illinois governor, Rod R. Blagojevich, to 14 years in prison for corruption, and a prosecutor in the infamous Richard Speck mass murder case, has passed away at his home in Chicago at the age of 82. His demise on July 15th, due to heart failure following a long illness, was announced by Rebecca R. Pahlmeyer, Chief Judge of the United States District Court for the Northern District of Illinois. Appointed by President Ronald Reagan, Judge Zagel served on the court since 1987, assuming senior status in 2016. An embodiment of wisdom, wit, and charm, he was seen as a Renaissance man who could quote Ludwig Wittgenstein and Groucho Marx alike. His work extended beyond the courtroom into writing and even acting, with an appearance in the 1989 movie thriller The Music Box. Zagel's legacy was marked by his stern stance against corruption, signified by his sentencing of Governor Blagojevich and his role in the Operation Family Secrets trial, which saw the conviction of 5 mob organization associates. Born on March 4, 1941, in Chicago to Samuel, a Jewish immigrant from Poland, and Ethel Samuels Zagel, he earned degrees from the University of Chicago and Harvard Law School. His significant contribution in the Richard Speck case early in his career established him as an expert in forensic science, psychology, and the reconciliation of constitutional doctrine and criminal procedure. His legacy will be remembered as a symbol of justice and the fight against corruption. Tributes to James B. Zagel. Number 4. Salahuddin Ayub, champion of the people and Malaysia's domestic trade minister, dies at 61 inches. Malaysia's domestic trade and cost of living minister, Salahuddin Ayub, passed away on Sunday, July 23, 2023, following surgery for a brain hemorrhage. He was 61 years old. Salahuddin Ayub's daughter, Fatia Salahuddin, confirmed his death on Facebook, expressing the family's sorrow. Salahuddin's press secretary, Siakirin Husnal, revealed that Salahuddin died at the Sultana Bahia Hospital in Alor Setar, Kedah. He further stated that the minister's body would be returned to his mother's home in Kampung Serkat, Tanjung Piai, with further information regarding funeral arrangements to be announced soon. Born on December 1, 1961, in Tanjung Piai, Pontian, Johor, Salahuddin was recognized as a champion of the people and was particularly dedicated to tackling the rising cost of living through various initiatives under the Payung Rama brand. Throughout his political career, he held several key positions, including Deputy President of the Party Amanah Party and Vice President of the Pontian PS. He served 2 terms as a member of the Kubang Karian parliamentary constituency and held the Pulai parliamentary seat and the Simpang Jeram state seat after joining Amanah in 2015. In the 14th general election in 2018, he was appointed Agriculture and Agro-Based Industry Minister, a position he held until the government's collapse in February 2020. Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim expressed his grief on Facebook, calling Salahuddin's passing a huge personal loss and acknowledging his esteemed character, trust, and responsibility. Deputy Prime Minister Ahmad Zahid Hamidi also praised Salahuddin's dedication to the well-being of the people. Survived by his wife Fatima Taha and 6 children, Salahuddin will be remembered for his unwavering commitment to stabilizing the prices of basic goods, reducing the effects of inflation on consumers, and advocating for the well-being of the Malaysian people. Tributes to Salahuddin Ayub. Number 3. Brian O'Neill, a pillar of the National Hockey League. Since joining its executive offices in 1966, passed away on July 21, 2023, at his retirement care home in Montreal at the age of 94. His career with the NHL spanned over 50 years, culminating in his role as the Executive Vice President of Hockey Operations. Brian served the league in myriad ways for more than 50 years. He performed each and every role with modest grace, uncommon dignity, and a meticulous attention to detail, NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman said. The commissioner also recognized O'Neill as a trusted advisor whose counsel significantly contributed to the growth of the game. O'Neill's storied career began in 1966 when he joined as the NHL Director of Administration. Over the years, he contributed to several significant league matters, including the 1967 expansion draft, NHL amateur entry draft, player disciplinary cases, league security, and numerous others. O'Neill was also a crucial figure in navigating the NHL's relationship with Europe, particularly with the increased influx of players from European countries. He was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame as a builder in 1994 and also served as a trustee of the Stanley Cup since 1988. Despite retiring a few years ago, he continued contributing to the league, particularly by helping with the operation of the league's Players Emergency Assistance Fund. His tireless efforts were celebrated in Montreal in 2016 at a luncheon attended by Commissioner Bettman and many league executives. In a heartfelt tribute, Bettman extended deepest sympathies on behalf of the NHL family to O'Neill's wife, Jean, their 5 children, and 11 grandchildren. Brian devoted much of his life to improving the standard of play in the National Hockey League. He was respected for his ability to attain results for the league without alienating people, reads his biography prepared for the Hockey Hall of Fame upon his 1994 induction. The NHL mourns the loss of a man who served the game with distinction. As we approach the final week of July, let's reflect on the legacies of legends who bade us farewell in this month. Number 2. Bob Rafelson, a pioneer of New Hollywood and lasting legacy in film and television. Bob Rafelson, an esteemed director and producer and a central figure of the New Hollywood movement, passed away at his home in Aspen, Colorado, on July 24, 2023. At the age of 89, Rafelson succumbed to lung cancer, leaving behind a rich tapestry of cinematic contributions. Born in New York City on February 21, 1933, Rafelson's career was one of trailblazing ventures and explorations of innovative storytelling. His best-known work, 5 Easy Pieces, 1970, a melancholic road movie, was nominated for 4 Academy Awards and established Jack Nicholson as a leading Hollywood man. Rafelson's influential role in pop culture was also seen in the co-creation of the pop group The Monkees for a TV series and his debut as a director with the subversive feature film Head, 1968. In the middle 60s, Rafelson established Raybert, a production house that became a hub for risk-taking newcomers. Later becoming BBS Productions, the company played a pivotal role in the production of Dennis Hopper's generation-defining Easy Rider, 1969, which recouped over 100 times its budget at the box office. Despite producing only 8 films during its existence, BBS was a highly influential model of artistic and economic independence, symbolizing the creative freedom once permissible on Hollywood's fringes. Rafelson was not just a filmmaker. He was a catalyst for a cinematic renaissance during an era when the old studio system was in disarray. His passion for fostering talent, his pioneering contributions to the American New Wave, and his diverse body of work have left an indelible mark on cinema history. His working relationship with Nicholson, spanning over 4 decades, stands testament to his impact on and off screen. Rafelson is survived by his wife Gabrielle Torek Rafelson and his 3 sons Peter, Eo, and Harper. His daughter Julie predeceased him in 1973. Tributes to Bob Rafelson. Number 1. Bruce Lee, a radiant icon of martial arts and cinematic legacy. Half a century ago, on July 20th, 1973, the world lost a radiant star, Bruce Lee, at the young age of 32. His sudden passing, attributed to cerebral edema, sent shockwaves across the globe, leaving an enduring void in martial arts and film. Born in San Francisco, Lee rose to prominence with his prowess in martial arts, innovative approach to physical training, and his magnetic on-screen presence, forever changing the landscape of international cinema. With his extraordinary performance in films like Enter the Dragon, 1973, Lee demolished racial barriers in Hollywood, forever immortalized as the face of martial arts films. His untimely demise came amidst the filming of Game of Death, his most ambitious project. His philosophy of be like water transcended the dojo, inspiring millions beyond the realm of martial arts. Lee's legacy lived on through his 2 children, Brandon and Shannon Lee. Despite the tragic loss of Brandon in a filming accident, Shannon continues to champion her father's teachings as president of the Bruce Lee Foundation, safeguarding his image and contributing to the martial arts crime drama Warrior, based on her father's writings. On the 50th anniversary of his death, the world remembers Bruce Lee not only as a trailblazer in martial arts and film, but also as a devoted father and a beacon of inspiration. His enduring legacy continues to influence and inspire, truly symbolizing his belief. The key to immortality is first living a life worth remembering. Tributes to Bruce Lee. We now transition to trending health updates. Beginning with the Oscar-winning actor and Grammy-winning singer Jamie Foxx, signaled his return to the limelight in a video posted on Instagram after his hospitalization in April due to an undisclosed illness. The 55-year-old actor had been largely out of the public eye since his family confirmed his hospitalization. In the video, Foxx refrained from revealing his diagnosis, but noted his challenging journey back to health. "I went to hell and back, and had to overcome potholes in my road to recovery," Foxx said, assuring his fans, "I'm coming back and I'm able to work." Following his hospitalization in April, Foxx's daughter, Corinne Foxx, posted a now-deleted statement on Instagram about his medical complication, fueling widespread speculation about his health. The statement affirmed Foxx's swift recovery due to prompt action and exceptional care. Foxx explained in his video that his family kept details about his health situation airtight, leading to heightened speculation and concern among his fans. He also addressed some rumors regarding his health, dismissing them with a touch of humor, characteristic of his comedic persona. "Some people said I was blind, but as you can see, the eyes are working," he said while crossing his eyes. Jamie Foxx's message, expressing readiness to return to work, marks the end of a period of relative silence about his condition. It has brought relief to fans who had been awaiting updates about his health following reports of his hospitalization. Amy Dowden, known for her role on Strictly Come Dancing, has revealed a second cancer diagnosis. The 32-year-old dancer was diagnosed with grade 3 cancer in May, and although she initially held hope for a resolution through surgery, further complications arose. Following a mastectomy, doctors discovered additional tumors and a second type of cancer. Due to her health situation, Dowden will not be participating as a dancer in this year's Strictly Come Dancing competition. However, she has shared her intention to be involved with the show in other capacities, praising the BBC for their exceptional support during this challenging time. Dowden first discovered a lump in April, shortly before her honeymoon with her husband Ben. She shared her journey with her fans during an Instagram chat with Copperfield's Aaron Kennedy. Initially, she was to undergo a lumpectomy, radiotherapy, and hormone treatment. However, after the discovery of more tumors, her treatment plan changed to a mastectomy. Unfortunately, even more tumors and another type of cancer were discovered post-mastectomy. Despite her initial reluctance to undergo chemotherapy due to its potential impact on her ability to dance, Dowden now views it as a hopeful pathway to recovery. The oncologist did say that with chemo, I've got a really good chance of a cure, she said. Movement and dancing, as encouraged by her oncologist, are deemed beneficial for those undergoing chemotherapy, which brings her comfort. Dowden recently shared her gratitude for the support she has received on Instagram, expressing hope for a cancer-free 2024. She emphasizes her commitment to continue dancing and promises to live life to the fullest. Her ongoing strength and determination are inspirational to many facing similar health challenges. We kindly ask you to honor the lives of these remarkable individuals by showing your support and appreciation. Please like this video and continue watching as we pay respect to the legacies they've left behind.